Sweet.
All right, so for those of you who haven't been watching these, these are the group introduction interviews. I'm Evan Bird. I am vice president of social media for the Acapella Club, and I'm here with Kate Whalen. Who can you kind of give us a brief description of what your job is in the club, and then also the group you're affiliated with?
For sure. Yes, I'm Kate. I'm in the Acapella Club. I'm the vice president of external relations. And then I also am the president of 1Achord, which is one of the acapella groups here on campus.
Awesome. So as VP of External Relations, what does that entail? And how can people inside and outside of the club help make your job easier?
Excellent question. All right. So, as VP of External Relations, a lot of my job has to do with reaching out externally of the club. So that entails like working with BYUSA, also with YServe. There's a lot of musical service opportunities that we're hoping to get going this semester. And also fundraising is a huge part of that. So anyone in the club who wants to fundraise, let me know. That'd be great.
hmm And then as far as so with those fundraisers, that also includes like our concerts and other things like that. So can you just kind of give us a brief rundown of like, what people outside the a cappella club can do, by, coming to our concerts, and like what are some other things that they can do to, help that us still be able to perform essentially.
For sure. So the biggest thing is definitely come to the concerts. There's generally two per semester, which is the acapella jam and then the sing and shout. And coming to those is a huge support to the club. Also, following the club on TikTok and Instagram, and then also supporting the individual acapella groups with their TikToks and Instagrams is huge as well, because sometimes they put on solo concerts, and it's just overall good to support by coming to the shows.
And we'll have a link to all of our social medias in the description of this video. Um, so then you're also the president of 1Achord. So can you kind of give us like a brief like history of the group? What kind of songs do you typically do? And like what's kind of your group's mission statement, so to speak?
All right, I will start with the mission statement. Our goal is to have harmony on and off the stage, and that's through. It's a good little pun, and it also promotes a sense of unity, like throughout the group, also including more BYU students in the acapella community. Unity is just a huge thing that needs to increase in the world right now. That's why we made it our mission statement. But the type of songs we do really is a wide variety. We've done some EDM in the past. We are doing an 80s medley this year. We've done like musical theater stuff. So it's really all over the board. Pretty much any type of music you like, we will have a song for at some point during the semester. And it's a group, I believe we're at 13 members this semester, and there are spots opening if people want to join.
Awesome. And just so as we send this out, so we can kind of tell people like what specific spots you're like specifically looking for. What are some of those voice parts that you're looking to audition?
Yes, we're looking for a bass and one soprano and one alto. So kind of just doubling parts, filling it out to get a fuller sound this semester.
hmm And so, Kate, tell me a little bit about your acapella journey. How'd you get into it? How'd you get into BYU acapella? And like, what's kind of been your journey to get where you are right now?
Well, my a cappella journey started with BYU. I joined the first week of freshman year and I joined with 1Achord. So I've been in this group. This is my fourth year now. Haven't have done a lot with them, and I'm glad that there was a spot for me when I wanted to join. Um, Currently, I'm the president of the group, and my friend Abby directs it. So I handle the logistical stuff currently, and she handles the creative musical aspect. So we make a good team, and it's going smoothly. And I love acapella at BYU. I think it's such a good community to be a part of.
Yeah, it really is. So one thing that people may not know about 1AChord is that this was it this last year or the year before that you were up in the runnings to win like a national award with with one of your song arrangements. Can you kind of tell me about what the process is of like that awards and kind of were you involved in the process of making that video, doing the shooting and the recording and kind of what was like how has that process kind of been formative in your experience in acapella?
That process has been actually one of my favorite experiences in a cappella. So the song that got nominated is called Head Above Water. And we started learning it my freshman year, and we made a music video for it that year. We had a great time doing it, and then COVID hit, and activities kind of had to stop. And then last year we found out that it had been nominated for an award, so it was really nice to see our work from back then pay off. And now, the Head Above Water, we're trying to do it at every concert, just keep it going, and highly encourage people to check out the music video if they so desire. But yeah, that song has a special place in my heart, and getting nominated was very special.
Mhm. And we'll put the link to the video in the description as well. And um, like I've seen the video, it's spectacular, and and one thing that's unique about this particular award is because the club groups we can't perform in the ICCAs. This is kind of one of the biggest things that one of the club groups from BYU they're able to. That's one of the biggest recognitions that we're able to get right now. So kudos to you that it really is, a milestone in the club as a whole and also for 1AChord individually. So and
Mhm.
so please go and support, watch the video. It's spectacular. It's one of my favorite Christian songs ever. So and they really did an amazing job with it.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it.
Um, any advice that you would give to to newcomers to the acapella club or like any kind of advice for like getting this journey started if they're starting because you said that only started acapella with BYU and so what advice would you give like people who are just auditioning for the first time who maybe have never I mean they've probably heard of acapella but they haven't really delved into it.
Mhm. So, what I would say to first-time auditioners is just if you wanna try out, pick a song that you're comfortable with and just stick with it. Picking an audition song does not have to be difficult, it just has to be something you like to sing, and honestly, what we look for is how much fun you're having on stage, and that's really easy to portray if you're singing a song that you actually like, so that's my number 1 tip. Number 2 tip is just come to auditions, try to get involved. It's a super easy process once you get there. And there's even a non-auditioned group. If you really don't like auditioning, there's still a spot for everyone in acapella, and I highly encourage people to check it out. And I think that non-auditioned group is called Audacity and Meets
Yeah.
in the Wilk. Yeah, so highly recommend that.
All right. Well, look, we're running out of time, but thanks so much, Kate, for doing. Anyone who's thinking about listening, please come check out 1AChord, check out their jam videos, check out their other music videos. They have tons of stuff, and we're excited to see anyone join, and we'll see you next time.
All right.